the new man is happening right underneath our very nose. So here we are. We have the UK and the US. They both come to 5, adding this together gives us 10. This comes, of course, the very first word that Mother Eve utters in Genesis of chapter 1 verse 3. Remember, 3 is what sets things into motion when she says let. This is the very most powerful word, 3, 5, 2, which comes to 10. Of course, the word 10 comes to 12, which is the 12 hours of the day, the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 tribes of Israel, the 2 sets of creation happening right there, 6 and 6, 12, of course, including days of excluding day of rest, and of course that encapsulates the 14 gods. So we have mentioned the 14 gods as well, that we are the embodiment of. All of this we are the embodiment of. They don't want you to know that you are Eve. They don't want you to be conscious about your or your own makeup or who you really are. They have been something to get you to distance yourself from your mother Eve, who is the serpent, but yet they will sell her to you as medicine and what is called do something. So they will sell the serpent to you, but they don't want you to know it's the serpent that was in the garden who said, have God said that you should not eat of the fruit. It's the serpent who created man through the word. It's in the beginning was the word. It's Eve. Eve is the word. Eve is the apple. Eve is the serpent, the present that was present. Now, I have done a lot of videos that really shows you the numerical values. The serpent is 7, for instance. Being present, the present when you're given a gift, of course you are present with it and you're ripping the paper apart. That's what it is. That is the serpent. You're getting excited. You're feeling all your emotions. That is the serpent. Okay, it was cast to the ground. This is where it's called a snake. And of course, that is 5. But the serpent, of course, and the snake, they are one. Okay. Now, I want to point this here because I'm talking about America and England coming together. And, you know, they are in this loving relationship. Now, here is the date that was given, or it is said that they, in 1776, the committee of 5 had passed this document. Okay, so the committee of 5, this is where the whole countries, they deal on numerology, and they actually had a colony of 13. A colony of 13. And this is what happened when they actually, let's see, so they had a colony of 13 states. Now they have a colony of 5, or I call it colony. They have 50 states in America. So at one time was 13. And so this was passed on. Let's just check the dates here, which has come to 12. Now 12 is where Mother Eve says, let there be light. This is the first one. And then there's 6 more. But on the 8th one is where she says, let us make man, which is where we are right now. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. And God made man in his own image and likeness. So the word own really gives us a lot of vibration about the number 7. Okay, now let's look at the date here, when this was supposed to have been signed. I hope I have the right, I'm not sure I've got the right date here. Oh, it was the 2nd of July. That's correct. And here is the 2nd of, that's correct. And then this was, it's the 13 of 56 congressmen signed the document. This is when it is said that they signed the document. So it was 56. 56 falls on the middle of the sacrifice template. 56 is 11. This is the 9/11. This is the 11 with Mother Eve in the middle. When we do 11, we are looking at 1/1. This is the 14. 1 is 7. 1 is 7. This is what Hollywood was trying to teach us with in the Matrix. The door 101. Okay. Now, so adding this together, this is 21, which is free, and this is 10. So this is 13 people. So basically, 13, we have been conditioned to be scared of the number 13. It's called the death card. When this was signed on that date, it meant the death of the dependence on Britain. And so it was a new life for America. So we need to be very mindful of how we are thinking. We need to wake up. This is a new era, a new world, a new way. So they were thinking God actually is called the 13 in the Bible. When it said, and he created, this is what it's about. This is 13. He is 13. He is 13. So you are being taught to be scared of 13, yet he calls you and says, come and whatever you want, ask of me. Whatever you do, ask of me. We pray. He blesses me. He nurtures me. He protects me. He does everything. Who is the he that does all of those things? Who is he that you are calling upon? Then you say God. Of course it's God, because God is 8. God is 8. Of course, when we do, because it's 17, but when you do the numerical value for the word 8, it gives you 31, which is the image, the mirror image of he. And he here is Father. So to prove that what I am telling you is true, when I do the numerical value for the word Father, which is the Father that Christ was calling for, so FATHER, which is 958216. This is 10, this is 20, 25, this is 31. So basically, when we do this, you are asked to be scared of 13. You see a number 13, you will not walk near 13. You don't want, there are aircrafts and airplanes and stuff that do not, they will not have the number 13, because they have to sell the fear to you. It have to be sold to you. Of course, it is a death of one thing and a life into another realm. I'm not disputing that, but the fear aspect of it, I think it's high time we learn to understand its makeup. Now, Britain and America are getting together with this 13 and 14. Now, this they are going to celebrate on the 4th of July. Is going to be a celebration. Of course, this is the year 2020, the month, and of course the date, 4th of July. Adding this together, of course, is 11. This is 15. 15 is 2. I think I've done this, FIFTWEN. 15 is 38. I'm just showing you again because I have done something on this, and to really show that the two countries, they deal with the new numerology. It is Boris Johnson of most of his announcements that I have seen is on the 23rd. The 23rd of the month, the 23rd of March, which is where he could say, okay, it's locked down. Now it's going to be to ease the lock on that day, which is 38. A new people are being created. Now, these new people who are being created on 38, they are going to be coming out like number 11, the 1-1. Okay, but they need to know that they are the 1-1. They need to know that they are the one, like Morpheus said to Neo, you are the one. And Neo knew that the only way he could find out was to go through the whole death. And that is a trap, that if people are not conscious about the death that they're going to go through, as number 14, this story holds just like the story of Osiris, for instance, being chopped in the 14 pieces. One piece, which was the penis, was the last piece to be found, or whether it was found at all, I don't remember. But the number 13 now becomes like the tube, the incubator. And this is what people need to be very mindful, because this also goes into the incubator. 15 also has a relationship with the incubator, and I'll show you how. Got to be very mindful, people. So there's 11 on here, and this is what I want to show you. 15 is 11, and this, by the way, I don't remember if I told you about the 56 men who signed for the 50 states. So here with America, you could see all these numbers are coming here. So 56 men signed the document for Declaration of Independence. Of course, we saw the number 15. Of course, 1 + 5 is 6. We see here, right here, 15 new. This is new. And so when we have 5 + 6 right here, and we add this to 11, 11 is 2. 2 has its hand in the bucket. This is where all the agreements are formed. This is the beehive. I call it number 13. So 56 going into 13 here. This is where Christ sat with his disciples. And of course, he shook hands and had all the thing, gave them bread, gave them wine and everything. This 13 here, this is where the ritual happens. The ritual takes place right here in 2. And that also means there's a death right here. The death happens in here. And of course, we are creating a new people. Number 6 here, number 6 here. Creating a new people. Okay, so we are on 13 minutes here. Synchronicity, my dear. So all this is for evolution or enlightenment, inspiration, motivation, to help us find our healing, to be able to navigate ourselves through these times. It is so important that we learn to do this. Share these videos. Please like and subscribe. Hit the like button. Share. Stay ignited and united.